Little trick here for how to make your lighting look not as cold. A lot of times daylight balance LEDs, 5600K, still look a little bit on the cool side when you're doing stuff like this. Well, here's a few tips. Or even just sunlight in general. Sometimes your cameras just look a little too cool when you have it on the sunlight symbol for white balance. Well, here's two tricks. One is if you're doing sunlight and you're outdoors, there's a lot of blue in the sun and the sky is blue with blue skies reflecting and everything. Set your white balance on your camera not to sun, the daylight symbol, but find the letter K and manually set your white balance to 5800 instead of 5600. That'll warm it up a bit. And if you're using LED lights like I'm using right now, I'm in the shade and I'm using just LED lights on my face, set your LED lights to 55 or 5400. So I've done both in this case right now. I have the camera set to 5800 and the lights are set to 55 or 5400. So let's see what happens if I change these lights to 5600 and set the camera to daylight sunlight symbol. Here's what it looks like. This is what you're used to seeing if you have your camera usually set to the sun symbol for daylight and your LED is set to just normal 5600. Notice how much cooler it is than this. Look how much warmer this looks. This is just a friendlier look, and you might not know why because it's so subtle, but look at the difference. Much warmer. It warms up your face and it makes you look a little warmer, friendlier, more presentable to your public, and makes you look nicer to be with. So keep that in mind. When you're out in the sun, set your camera to 5800, not the sun symbol. And if you're using LED lights indoors or out, set them to 5400 or at least 5500. And you should like more what you're going to see. And by the way, I'm filming with two Lumix ZS80s, great little pocket cameras that I like to take to just flip open. They're half the price of an RX100, massively long zoom, flip-up screen, and a viewfinder. Very rare to have a camera with a flip-up screen and the viewfinder. Just turn it on, push record, no fancy settings, and look what you can get. All right, well, there you go. Remember to set your cameras to 5800. I've done that with these ones. And set your LED lights to 5400. I think you're going to like what you're going to get. All right. See you in the next video.